What's going on, y'all, man? It's your man C Dot, man. Come back to you with another video. We talking about, what I talk about best, basically. Movies, TV, horror. You know. Um, but before I start, I gotta say a rest in peace to George Floyd. Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor's murderers are still out there, and we, as a people, as a nation, we gotta, make sure that justice is done and the right thing is done and get these cowards and get these people in custody. Right thing has to be done. But to get into it, man, I was kind of late, watchers. I was kind of late. Let me actually tell you the story for real, for real. I first started watching. We getting into basically American Horror Story, right? And I was late on the last season, the ninth season. The ninth season is the 1984. It's the slasher. And I first started watching it, but I stopped. Nowadays it's a lot of things you watch, a lot of shit to watch now, and I stopped watching after about a couple episodes. Not because it was trash. It's just other things caught my attention, and I never really truly came back to that. And I picked that up again in the past maybe month or whenever it got on Hulu. Let me put it like that. Whenever it got on Hulu, I picked it back up. I just started all over, even though I saw a few episodes, and not gonna lie, it was one of the best. I enjoyed that season. It was one of the most enjoyable seasons for me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. 1984, the slasher flick, and had a lot. Man, it had some good writing. I feel like, of course, phenomenal acting from the cast. Especially like I said, Emma Roberts, a big fan of her. Been a big fan of her since back in the day, since she was on that Nickelodeon show. I mean, like, that's when I first found out she was Julia Roberts. Niece, and it goes back to my childhood with that. But she's a good actress. She's always been a good actress, and another phenomenal job by her. Probably her best acting job to me, to be honest, to be quite honest. And the story, like I said, for it's a spoilers for people who haven't seen it, but for that ninth season, like I said, everything that happened in there with the slasher and the devil worshiping almost in there, like the Night Stalker, like a lot of things of those were true. Those true events. The Night Stalker was a real serial killer. Like it's a lot of things in there where you know just like I think everything American Horror Story does is based off some type of so-called air quotes reality. And I don't know. Like I said, the twist, I feel like to have them all in limbo at that camp, for real, yo, like I gotta give it to I gotta give it to the creator and the writer of that. And I believe his name is, what is it, Ryan Murphy? I believe he started all that. I'm not sure because I'm not doing him justice, but Ryan Murphy, like I believe, yeah, Ryan Murphy. Sorry, pardon me, but he bodied that. The writing team around that bodied that. Like when it comes to the limbo situation when they're at the camp, that could have been a whole new. That could have been a whole new joint. That could have been a series on its own. Just dealing with the camp, all the people who were dead in limbo, and somebody else coming to the camp. You could fit the whole. Come on, don't get my brain going with some shit like that. Seriously, don't get my brain going with that because that can be a whole new thing. But it may be some way down the line they'll connect that with the camp and everybody who's still in limbo, who's still there. If somebody comes there trying to fix the camp up again, or they tear down that camp and make houses around it, make a community around that camp. You know how it does when people do down the road in the future when it comes to horrific things and just things in general, old shit in general. Like that aspect of it was so genius, it was so brilliant. Those last three episodes, uh, those are my favorite episodes. It was probably the last 3 4 episodes, my favorite episodes of the whole thing. But why I'm saying all this and getting to it is that, like I said, American Horror Story has been hit and miss for me. Just be honest. I love the second season. In the psychiatric ward, I loved. I like the first a lot too. I liked a lot of those seasons, but a couple of them joints were just horrible to me. Like the which season was cool, which season I liked. The Coven was, but what's it called? The Ronikin joint? What is that? That man, that was horrible, man. And it's not even here to critique the seasons of American Horror Story, right? That's not what I'm here to do this time. It's not about that. It's about season 10 of American Horror Story, which has been pushed back. But it was interesting because when I was watching season 9 and how phenomenal that was, I had to be like, all right, when's season 10 coming out? So I looked it up, you know. I looked it up, and it was the delay, of course, because of coronavirus and all that. But then it gave such some huge clues in there to me, like the little artwork, the little trailer, they little of the names, like they had it at the sea. It looked like a little lighthouse situation, it was at the sea. So I don't know, like I, I immediately thought, all right, this some type of. I saw the little trailer thing. I saw a lot of what people were saying, even in the community, the American Horror Story community. And I think it's one key thing people are missing, right? And it's the new, totally new, brand new person who's going to be in the new 10th season of American Horror Story. And that is no other than the legend, Macaulay Culkin, right? The legend. And he hasn't done anything in a long time, and him getting into the horror game, I feel like is perfect for him. It's a perfect resurgence, even if he wants to chill after this. But horror, I feel like could be his twist. I feel like that's what he can be made for and do and thrive in as an adult. I'd love to see Macaulay Culkin as a serial killer. Let's keep it real. I'm not even just talking about American Horror Story anymore. I'm just talking about period in a movie and a TV series. He feels like I feel like he can embody that to the next level, to be honest. But it made me think like, all right, American Horror Story, they've done so much. They've done, they've done a lot of paranormal shit. They've done witches, obviously. They've done, you know, the slashers. That's recent. They've done the haunted hotel type vibe. Like they always do these things, and they've done a lot so far. They haven't dabbled in aliens yet. They have little hints at it, but they haven't really dabbled and engulfed in aliens yet, right? But I think the hints they giving you is right with the casting, to me. I feel like that American Horror Story, I think it's gonna be two parts, two themes, right? But I think the first theme is truly gonna be a home invasion series. So home invasion movies, we all seen them, we all love them, and so basically sometimes it's like burglars, killers, anything, any type of thing, but it has to do with inside the home. It has to do with them trying to either break into the home, get something out of the home, or kill everybody that is in the home, is in the house. Who else but Macaulay Culkin? I mean, the legend, the Home Alone legend, to start off a home invasion series and theme when it comes to American Horror Story. It just makes sense. Even I don't care if he's the bad guy or good guy, so called. Air quotes with that. And I mean, I don't care if he's gonna be trying to be taken from the home or he's trying to take somebody from the home. But right, a house right on the looks like a beach house, right on the water. I mean, it's secluded. Like it's no one can hear you scream out there, right? That's what it looks like. The view is like, and what better than a group it could be a family, it could be a group of friends, and this is where the kicker. This is where the second theme comes in for me, and that I feel like is just like the right way that you can go with this. And if you don't go this way, I mean, look, Ryan Murphy, if you don't go this way, it's cool, right? But But trust me, if you're hearing this is the way I truly feel you should go. On top of the home invasion movie, let's say it's either a family, who is there, and they have it's the key to this house unlocks certain types of secrets. Let's say it could be a map for so-called relics or treasure or some type of thing that is cursed, or some type of thing that leads you even to a monster, where the monster type theme could be a Loch Ness type thing, or some type of sea monster, some type of sea dwelling, right? But that the key is that whatever is in it is in this house. It's in this beach house. And there are robbers, there are criminals, there are people who thrive by this. Let's say it could be something like they need this for whatever validation, for whatever something going on at home. Who cares? It's so many scenarios you can make with that. The key is that American Horror Story season 10, home invasion slash monster. It could be like I said, an adventure, monster hunting adventure, or home invasion slash, like I said, you need whatever's in there. You might need the father. He might be the one who knows. You gotta get him. You might see something that he has, some type of key or some type of relic that gets you where you need to go on the cliff or in a cave. It's something. It doesn't matter about that part to me. It's always an add-on. It's always a little second spliced up, caught up theme when it comes to American Horror Story. They always do that well. That's the part they do phenomenally. But I feel like the writing's on the wall with this. And I mean, when it comes to American Horror Story season 10, right there on the beach, home invasion, I'm getting a home invasion vibe. This is what I truly feel. And Ryan Murphy, like, who other to do it with? And I feel like no one's talking about that. That's an obvious sign to me. Like, I know we don't want to look at Macaulay Culkin's past all the time when it comes to certain things, but why not home invasion? We haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet, and it seems so logical to do right now. It's so many scary situations that can happen home invasion. I don't care if it's a home invasion. I don't care if it's an entity. Yeah, I mean, instead of the entity where it's a haunted house, I don't care if certain entities trying to get in. Yeah, I mean, I don't care what it is. It could be an entity trying to get in their house, and their only so-called safe haven could be the house for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, who cares what it is? Build around the home invasion part. That is a key factor in horror. We just did slasher. We just did the slasher. And that's a key part of horror as well. And when it comes to horror, especially in the early I mean any year really. But my era of watching 90s and early 2000s movies, home invasion movies. Remember even like the 2005 to 2010 era with Intruders and all these type movies where it's home invasion. Those were popular movies. It's as survival as it gets when it comes to those movies. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm telling you, man, watch this. Like, think about this one. The writing's on the wall. The key is in the paperwork. And Macaulay Culkin, the Home Alone King, the Home Invasion King. Or Prince, I should say, because back in the day, he was a kid, but come on, nobody was getting over on him. He was locking them all out. He was doing, I'm just saying, American Horror Story is going to play off that Home Alone vibe. Why not? Why not? Come on. I don't know what to tell you, watchers, but hey, it's your man, C. The Critic, man. I'm telling you, American Horror Story 10, Home Invasion. That's it, man. That's it to me. And I'm stamping that one. That's my guess on it. Everybody's doing, saw a lot of people say the monster joint, Loch Ness Monster. That's cool. I like it. I like that, Put it in there. Mix it up. A lot of people said he might go for aliens because they haven't done that. That's cool. Mix it in. But home invasion is the one. That's the one. You got Mr. Macaulay. You got Macaulay fucking Culkin, man. The Home Alone King, man. Mr. Home Invasion. You know what I mean? He could tell you how to hold it down. Why not play off of it? I don't care if he's the rock. I don't care if he's the one breaking in the house. I don't care. Let him hold it down. You know. So till next time, man. Like I said, man. It's your man C at the Critic, man. Watch us. Keep watching, man.